Great.
Hello, I'm Chuck Appleby, Director of Publications for the Scottsdale Institute. Welcome to Take 5, our video interview series. Today, we're taking time to Take 5 with Cathy Jacobson, President and CEO of Milwaukee-based Froedtert Health. Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks for joining us today. Cathy, in our recent CEO Viewpoint interview, you said that you want to maintain the gains made by Froedtert Health during the COVID pandemic. Can you describe some of those gains and how those might shape the health system of the future?
Sure. I think for Froedtert Health, not unlike all of the healthcare industry, obviously is this move to telehealth, and video-based care. And that had actually been part of our long-term strategy for quite some time. It was built into our plans, so we were uniquely, I believe, positioned to do it, when the pandemic really forced everybody to do it. So our primary care doctors were all trained, they were all set up to do video visits, they were doing them, slowly doing it. We had actually just transformed our virtual urgent care platform from an external national vendor to internal platform. So our own providers were providing that service literally as the pandemic came down upon us. So we were very rapid towards shifting everything towards video. And very quickly, one might say, got a lot of specialists on board that we've been trying to get on board for quite some time and flip them onto the same platform. So we just recently got some information from the largest health insurer in our area that we were the quickest, and our video visits doubled our nearest competitor in the market at the time of the pandemic. And actually, even today, as more of our patients start to come back into a live setting, we're still double our nearest competitor in terms of the video visits that we have. So with the way we see that is that we've just advanced our strategy 2 to 3 years. This was a strategy we were going to do anyway. We quantified how many primary care visits we thought could move, and now we just move, from this point forward. We still have work to do about the experience on the video, making sure all the technical stuff works right every single time. You interact with a patient a different way on video. How do we get patients comfortable with that? Obviously, we have reimbursement issues we're going to have to go through as this pandemic someday winds down and those things start to change. But we're very, very excited about this transformation in healthcare that we wanted to do from the very beginning, and the pandemic forced us to, and to get ready for that. So really looking at settling the gains. The other big advantage, and I'd say boost that we took, was our enterprise analytics. So again, have been investing in analytics, have brought in talent to do that, invested in software to do that. But it's a change. It's not just putting the numbers out, it's actually how you use the data to make decisions that is really the transformation of the organization. Shifted our resources to support first the pandemic and now our recovery with daily dashboards, data-based decisions, calculators, predictors that we're using for PPE use and all these different types of things. And every single morning, that's what our command structure has been using for the last 5 months to make decisions, whether it was preparing for the pandemic and now moving into recovery. So again, probably a 2 to 3 year vault, from where we were in the organization and now ready to start bringing that into normal operations as we move forward. So I think those have been our 2 biggest technological types of things, but they really require change management in the organization, and that's what we're embedding forward. So I think the last one, and a lot of folks have talked about this, whether it's in healthcare or whether it's in other industries, is look at the speed of decision making that we were able to do during the pandemic, whether it was during incident command or now during our recovery, and our leaders love it, and our midline leaders love it, and our physicians love it. So in the next 30 days, we're coming out of a command structure and moving into our more regular operations. We're very consciously relooking at every committee. How do they meet? Who's in the meetings? How do we really keep as much of this tight decision making as we possibly can going forward? So no one likes a pandemic. No one likes that we had to go through this, but there are clearly some lessons learned that are going to make us better. And how do we keep that going?
That's great, Cathy. Thank you for sharing the gains you've made from the COVID pandemic. and how those are going to shape Froedtert Health in the future, in the new normal. Thank you for joining us.
Great, thank you.